Hi, my name is Chelsea, and I'm with the Volusia County Public Library at the Hope Place branch. Today I'm going to give you an introduction to the rich history of Dungeons & Dragons. This is the first part of my three-part How to Play Dungeons & Dragons series, so stay tuned for the next two videos. In 1972, nearly 50 years ago, Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson created the now legendary role-playing game of Dungeons & Dragons in their basement. 2 years later, in 1974, it was officially published by Tactical Studies Rules Incorporated in its first edition, but was later purchased by Wizards of the Coast. Since then, the game has spawned several new editions, including the latest and most current 5th edition. Set in a generally medieval fantasy realm, each new edition results in new characters, races, classes, monsters, stories, and worlds. With each new edition also comes upgrades of old designs, such as the Beholder. This is the 1974 design. And this is the 2000s design. New editions are definitely upgrades. To play D&D, characters take part in campaigns, which are storylines or a set of adventures that the same group of players tends to take part in. There are so many campaigns that already exist, such as Ghosts of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and The Lost Mine of Phandelver. Some dungeon masters, or DMs, choose to create their own campaigns from scratch or based off of pre-existing world setting. The general guidelines for D&D are outlined in the Player's Handbook, which answers just about any question you have about the game. In it, you'll find the basic rules, classes, and races of the game. This book is an absolute necessity for playing D&D. It lets players get creative as they like while still providing enough structure to keep the game stable and fair. You'll also need a special set of die that look like this. I'll explain what each dice is used for in another video. If you'd like a visual board for the game, you'll need a board with 1 inch by 1 inch squares that you can draw on, like a dry erase board, and a miniature figurine to represent yourself, which we just call minis. For example, this is the mini that I painted myself. He's a half-elf bard that I call Baratheon. Although D&D has its own rules and regulations, stories and scrolls, characters and classes that have existed for a long time, there is a whole world of other content that we like to call Homebrew. Homebrew is an umbrella term for all the content created by characters that does not exist in the official D&D universe. That includes, but is not limited to, races, classes, spells, stories, and entire campaigns. As long as you have your player's handbook, a set of dice, and a great group of people to play with, I can guarantee you will have fun playing D&D. It's all up to your imagination and just having fun with the people around you. If you want to watch my next video, How to Make a Character Sheet, subscribe to our channel, Volusia Teens Read, and turn on notifications so you won't miss a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later.